is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up. All right, what's happening? What's happening, guys? Good morning to you all. It is Friday, May 15th. May 15th is a big deal here in Western Pennsylvania because we are partially reopening today. So big day over here in Western PA, and I think some other places across the country because we are starting to get back to regular life, getting back to the normal things, getting back to having some stores open, some places open to go, and things like that. So that's exciting, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. You guys know how I love Fridays. So today we're going to talk about a topic that is actually the title of this show is actually a chapter from my buddy Britton Costa's book. I love the title the minute that I read it in his book, and I instantly had my own interpretation of what it meant. We're going to talk about run your race. And you know, this topic is one that I've talked about a lot. There's an old quote out there that you guys who have watched this show for a while have probably heard me say before. But they say that, you know, comparison is the thief of all joy is the quote. And I wanted to cover this topic with you guys this morning because I think there's a lot of people out there right now that are feeling the pressure to live based on other people's standards, or they're searching for something that they see someone else have, and they think that that will make them happy or make them feel fulfilled, that it'll somehow give them, you know, some sense of fulfillment as a result of searching for something that somebody else has, or that, you know, somebody else thinks if I do this, then this person will be happy with me. And I can tell you this, guys, the most dangerous thing to do is to first worry about pleasing other people, because I think that, you know, you have to really look inside yourself and figure out what is most important to you. And that is how you get to a really a place of real, true calm, and a place of real fulfillment, like actual fulfillment, where you feel like, man, your time here in this life is really worthwhile, and that it feels great to live, and it feels great to do the things that you do every single day. So I want to say good morning to some folks here. What's happening, Denise? Good morning, Clayton, Jared, Carla, Bob, Donna. What's happening, guys? Thank you guys for being on here. Trisha, Dina, good morning, guys. So, you know, on that topic of, you know, just wanting what other people want, or, you know, really focusing on those things that other people think, like right now, there's a lot of judgment being passed around based on how people think and how people feel. And it is really important to me that regardless of what I think, to always be sensitive to other people's thoughts, you know, because I feel a certain way or think a certain way, it doesn't mean that other people should feel the same way as I do. They have different experiences, different concerns, and different things that they worry about, or different things that they think. So just because I think something doesn't make it right for somebody else. The same is true for how you live your life, for the things that you want, for the things that you pursue, for the things that people tell you. It doesn't make it 100% of the time right for you. So fancy cars, huge houses, lavish vacations, or nights out on the town, those are all, you know, things that a lot of people enjoy and a lot of people want. I know for sure that there are a lot of things on the list of things that I want in my life, that are, you know, that would be considered some of those things. But I do know this, that true happiness and fulfillment will only find you in your life if you find the things that genuinely make you happy. If you are running your race, you're not running somebody else's race, you are running your race. And so how do you do that? How do you find the things that genuinely make you happy? It's a great question. And I hope that some of you on this stream already know this. If not, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I have done it in my life and how I still continue to do it to make sure that I am staying on track. Taking the time to really make sure that you have quiet time in your life, that every single day, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, as long as you can. If you can take an hour, take an hour to just get some quiet time with yourself. It's the only time that you can actually learn what genuinely makes you feel happy, what makes you feel fulfilled, what really drives you. Think about that. Do you spend enough quiet time in your life? Because here's what happens for a lot of people. They get out there chasing something, whether they're chasing security for their family, whether they're chasing, uh, prosperity for their family, massive financial success. They start building a business. Maybe they start building a family, but either way, they are out there in search of something, and they literally just get tunnel vision and they go after that one thing. And the next thing you know, years go by and they never really take the time to get some quiet time with themselves and figure out what they genuinely are working for. What are they genuinely pursuing? Think about that. What are you genuinely chasing? What race are you really running? Because at the end of the day, the race that you run for someone else will never fulfill you. It will never give you the passion that you really need to succeed. I see a lot of people, a lot of kids that end up going into the profession that their parents did. If they are in construction, or maybe they're a doctor or a lawyer, and they go into that profession. And I believe, a lot of people go to the same university as their parents. And I'm not saying that's wrong. There's a lot of people that go there, and that is, genuinely where they want to go because they believe, that is a place they want to be because of that reason. All I'm saying is make sure that your thinking is independent. Take the quiet time to understand what it is that you really want. And it'll only be found if you spend time away from everyday life, away from the hamster wheel that we all live in, right? We're all running on this wheel trying to catch up. And I know that everybody feels that way. Hopefully this downtime over the past few months has given you some time to collect your thoughts and really think and really get an idea of what you genuinely want. Maybe it's different. Maybe you've been pushed in a different direction because of what has happened here with COVID-19. Maybe the job that you had doesn't exist anymore. Maybe you've been redirected. Maybe you've been, sitting at home working and thinking to yourself, man, this isn't for me. What I'm doing isn't for me. It doesn't fill me up. It doesn't make me feel good. And by the way, that's okay. I know that sometimes it's scary. I know that, when we get in these situations where we've got to make significant decisions in our lives, that it can be really scary. It can be a place where we don't know what to do. If I make this decision, is it going to be right or wrong? And I will tell you this, the answer is right inside of you. It always is. But you have to take the quiet time in your life. Try to do it every day. If you can't do it every day, do it a couple times a week. But literally, shut the TV off. Get rid of your phone. Maybe go to a park somewhere and just sit there and think about what you really, really want. And if you are running your race, or if you are running someone else's, if you are feeling the pressure of what other people tell you, and if you spend enough quiet time with yourself, here's what you will find. You will find that the answer was always right there inside of you. And that you could always flip that switch whenever you need to, because you can go to that quiet place and you can figure it all out. And in that quiet place where you find yourself, you find what you really want, you find your true mission in life. Like, what do you want to do? What were you put here to do? When you find that, it doesn't matter what other people say to you. Doesn't matter what other people tell you. It doesn't matter what other people have or don't have. It matters what you feel in those moments that will change your life. It will put you on a different trajectory because you will figure out why you're doing it. You'll figure out why you have the passion that you have for certain things or not for other things. You'll find out why certain relationships in your life aren't serving you and others are serving you at a very high level and helping you change your life. All of those things are found by taking some quiet time with yourself. And if you get that time and you start to understand the things around you better, you start to understand yourself better, you will be on your way to living an incredible life, just a fulfilling life that, man, every day is such a gift. And that is my wish for all of you guys. This is it's the reason that I do this every morning. I want people to wake up every day and go do something that fulfills them, that makes them happy, that makes the world a better place. And the only way that the world becomes a better place is by every single one of us becoming better, becoming happier and more fulfilled. Because when we do that, we pass that along. It's a fire that we light within ourselves that we can then pass on to other people. If you're a leader, one of the things that I preach all the time is like, you're a leader, man. You cannot set fire to others. You cannot motivate, inspire, or set fire to other people until you first set fire to yourself. So you have to take care of yourself physically, spiritually, emotionally. You have to take care of yourself, because if you don't feel good, then how are you going to help other people feel good? Think about that. What's happening, Jeff, Ryan? Good morning, guys. Justin Myers, what's happening? Dylan, good morning, brother. Thank you guys for jumping on here. I want to encourage you guys too. There's a lot of people on this show every single morning that that are on here every single morning. And so I want you guys to get to know each other. So, by all means, just, talk to each other through the comments, say hello to me, give me your thoughts. Thank you, Denise, for participating this morning. I appreciate it. Just share your thoughts, man. It's how we all learn. It's how we interact. And the point of this show is not for me to just sit here and talk at you guys every single morning, but it is for people to actually have, some light bulbs go off, some breakthroughs to happen, and, to actually help people's lives, to actually help them get better. And that's the idea. And so I think that is way more effective when you guys interact with each other and talk and leave comments and all that kind of stuff. So again, there's so many people that are on here every single morning. A lot of you guys have gotten to know each other, but I think that's a really powerful thing that you can utilize this time to do, is to get to know some of the other people. Because guess what? If people are watching this show, they're probably people that want something better for their life. They want a different path. They want to improve what they're doing in the world. What's happening, Mark Forelli? Good morning to my wife. She's on here watching. But yes, run your race, guys. Run your race. Think about that today as you go into Friday. Man, are you really running your race, or are you trying to keep up with other people? Are you trying to get something in your life because somebody else has it? Are you trying to put yourself in a position, in a role, in a job because somebody else told you that that's what you should do? Or are you really pursuing the things that make you genuinely happy? And that's a path. It doesn't just happen overnight. You can't just, wish for something and it happen. You have to work towards it. But clarity in your life, by understanding what it is that you want, is what will get you there. And if you're running someone else's race, it will never, ever, ever find you, because you are on the wrong path, my friends. And that is it. And if you do not take the quiet time to get your thoughts collected and to get some direction set in your life, then you will always have a challenging time. Dar says, I find that a to-do list helps me focus my time on work, quiet time, personal time. I also find that a list helps me compete with myself, not my competition. 100%, man. Thank you for that comment, brother. I appreciate that. And I couldn't agree more. I think that, one of the things that I've been working on, and it's a constant battle, is that when you're at work, be at work. When you are at home, be at home. When you are at the gym, be at the gym, because that's the only way that you're going to use your time effectively. Your time that you are going to do the things that you need to do. Think about that. Ryan Austin says, culture, 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 family is everything. It really is. It really is. If you don't have culture in your life, you don't understand, or you're sitting here saying, man, I don't know that I quite understand that. It is something that you need to search out and figure out, both personally, in business. One of my favorite things, I think I heard this from Mr. Calloway, either Mr. or Mrs. Calloway from K&L Industries out in Portland. They say, man, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that is culture, my friends. That is running your race, standing for something, and not being afraid to share your opinion, but doing it respectfully, so that, if other people disagree with you, they have a different perspective or a different opinion. It's okay. Respect their opinion. It doesn't necessarily have to change yours, but run your race and figure that out, because I think so many people in the world, man, they're running somebody else's, and that is no way to live. So spend some time today. Think about what we talked about this morning. Think about Dar and what he had to say about, making a to-do list. What is really important to you? Make a list of the top 5. What are the 5 most important things to you and your life and your future? When you figure that out, when you figure out what those 5 things are, maybe it's more than 5, maybe it's less, you'll be on your way to living a much more balanced and fulfilling life. And that is the purpose of this message this morning. So with that said, it is Friday. You guys know how I love Fridays. So please utilize this Friday to its fullest. You get one May 15th, 2020. Just one. It'll never happen again. And so at the end of this day, you want to make sure that you look yourself in the mirror and say, man, I'm proud of that guy. I'm proud of that girl, because I put it all on the field today. I did everything in my power to make this day one that will pay me in the future. That you will reap the rewards from what you did today in the future. And if you can look in yourself in the mirror at the end of today and say that, you will have done what most people don't do on Fridays, and that is make them productive. So as I always say, go out like a lion, don't go out like a mouse. Don't be leaving work today at noon unless there's some really good reason for you to do that. Put a full day in. Make sure you spend some quiet time with yourself, figuring this stuff out. Just give it some thought, guys, and keep thinking about it, and keep grinding through what is really important to you. Who do you really want in your life? What should your friends look like? What should your coworkers look like? What kind of role do you want in the job that you have? Do you want to be a leader or not? But what you want matters. What you want matters. Clayton, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here, brother. We got to catch up soon, man. We're getting back to normal here. So let's connect and grab some coffee or drink or something. So appreciate all of you guys being here, man. I know it's early on a Friday morning. It's early every morning that we're here for a lot of people. So, and especially people on the West Coast that are joining, like Dylan. Man, these guys are up at 4:30 a.m. watching. So I appreciate you guys being here. I'm wishing you guys an amazing Friday. Make it a great day. If you guys need anything, I'm always here, and I appreciate you being here. I'll see you Monday morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.